Speaker of Parliament of the Republic of Ghana, Abansumani Bagbin, Odari Subebiedi, our Parliament, na akoye nchinu ahyew bebre na yekowi ya ne se na esese parliamentarians ni bi ana majority side no what they want some kodan Supreme Court esanse Supreme Court na kwakoye mranim na mraba campaign inti bribia to fe no wonte ase a one woman jurisdiction, so we go there for interpretation. Nina wakoye no Supreme Court de tabron atu nsema esi parliament ne so. Enti akoye nsema yatoto na yebisa ne ape bebia yede ne pomasi bi ebisi. Na mpanyin se kukuru ni jaya na keke nso ajai. Nisan se pese hu nsem no mu njiremu nti ye wanim defo a won akoro wa mamum na wonim de na wotimi kire nsem mu matiefo tiase obi ti se ye nua Koku Anyidoho atiefo pe na sem papa nti anopai ye ne ye nua Koku Anyidoho bebobo sa nsem no ho nti zugbaso a na wayo won so din na watie ni ha enyina ye nua Koku Anyidoho ebeka nti ereko Avagwa kuya mwa kwaba abako da media TV so
yeah
na wontre
o nakupandum ade party
na wotwetwam no nsem bisi mrahye begwam na Speaker of Parliament honorable speaker you should need discretion our parliament na anya abodwesem kra ochena na parliament betena se na esense Koda Media TV ya ma yetiefo ne yehia na fata na ne yeto asum na eye adesuanti no basa na afrefre nimdifo bi na ye no won nkomo na won ma yinkiremu enti anopai wani tia ne course na wati ne course nyina enti ya kirefo hwew na mayinkiremu kakra
you ja well thank you Ramadasi once again there's a much of course yeah democracy and yeah person and until economy and we are trying to build and strengthen the democratic pillars. And they are every day. And I said, Dafu Frone, Asema, Edebeba. Into war institutions of state. So Asemneba, Yemfanko, na Inchirimu, Enye Juma. Democracy here, you will be a friend of separation of powers. The other side, any checks and balances. So the principle of separation of powers, but it comes to checks and balances. Me O-level government, let me say, and I am so three arms of government: the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. Parliament, Shemra, what Shemra we are, what's it? President, executive. You have to be sworn in the presence of Parliament, who are the representatives of the people. The Chief Justice has to swear you in Parliament. That is the beginning of the checks and balances within the principle of separation of powers. That yes, maybe president and I want to mame. And Ghana for na to mame. And Kadeni here say also be swear me in.
You.
Ya to baby do all this open me president. And now me say my twako flag staff house na kote na wo.
No boom man.
That's all. More parliamentarians ya to mama musu mu ba parliament baby obi pedia no betina. But because we cannot run the system like that, we have systems in place. And the president, yes, when in a way, you need ministers say they should go for parliamentary vetting. What's the Chief Justice? Numerous to know call now say Chief Justice Supra. The president in consultation with the Judicial Council, Council of State 111. We are what's the Uncle Parliament, my Parliament for one vetting the CJ and Sana. He have proven himself by CJ.
You
checks and balances. It's depending who are saying the MPs no will be on behalf of the people. Now, what is Parliament saying now? And as what is the majority saying? That one day Parliament now will want no other arm of government can come into their space when it is the case that there are excesses. That's the question. That was if Parliament is a house of its own rules. It is true. But the Constitution is supreme. You use your standing orders, and then you use precedent in the House. But ultimately, the Constitution is supreme. Then come on, what's the NEPA 4B?
You.
And a speaker, I declare one seat vacant.
You, honorable Amwakwensiama, Fomna, and Kojo Ashanti, Suhum, Cynthia Morrison, Agona West, and Peter Yao, Wache Aka, and also Amefi Central. Now,
and also maybe Michael Kwesu be speaker.
You.
But the difference, I need the win law. And they say, Satan na is Yama, or can say, Obeko independent or Fomena. Minia John Boydu, or no NPP4.
General Secretary.
One General Secretary. And now, party taking decisions, is Yama, say, or independent. And you never near Jumabium, or MPP. And what Chro crack at the command speaker.
Oh.
I said, yes, John Boydu Chro Krata as the General Secretary at the command speaker, Michael Kwe. That because say Isiama Ako file independent, saying that he will contest independent and possibly come into the next parliament as an independent MP. Yeah, MP before at this time, yes, your name is Jumablu. Your name is Tunkwanta Yapai.
Oh, Sana no go by.
Sana no go by. And because he came to parliament on the ticket of the MPP, and the party now says they won't do business with him, Michael Kwe had to follow certain procedures in that parliament. And that in those days, Mahama Yarega, I never did there's enough records to show that he was even advising Esiama to go to the Supreme Court or to go to court to defy the orders of Michael Kwe. But of course, Esiama, yes, but Esiama chose not to go. And he said, fast forward, Oba Parliament 137. Now the MPP had to fall on Esiama. And what did two woeful? One woeful. Say, Ochinabia Banasa. Yanka say, no, be to Quantaya Pibimu.
A young relative must speak of you.
Because Obia Nimotinasem.
You.
Anything Yanko Pompe this time around, no. Two parties meeting no. As3m is you won't. So why is the NDC General Secretary not writing to Speaker say Aka, Amefi Central, one family for NDC?
You.
Yeah. And then I just include your own trust Morrison na Bakuno Suhumde no so one pound every MPP no. And every parliament has a life of its own. So it is now Morrison on cast with free MPP.
David on cast on Chron command.
Ashanti on cast with free MPP.
David.
Aka on cast with free NDC. So in the life of this parliament, they came as MPP NDC, and they still remain MPP NDC.
Let's just say what I saw one other party's name.
That's all. Me what can say? Ochinebi na nyakopoye yadum near to about December. Now the new parliament is being sworn in on 7th January 2025.
That's what you mean we need.
Thank you. So a lot of possibilities. If it is possible, if it is possible, if it is possible. Ebe Musa. Any Isiama say, Mede, I'm coming back to my mother party. And Ashanti na Morrison also yeko independent. Akaso say make independent. San komono yenyandi san komono. Oh ejaya December nakupo adoma meto ojama o ama we di Christmas. Na ene ya ejaya say Koku waka che me say nakupo adoma December meto ojama o ama we di Christmas. Me pe ojane ene ya.
Listen, makoto mi jene na menchire ni tomatoes.
Me see ene ya wa se me born into ene ya me jimade. So it has now become a subject of litigation in parliament. The only place to go and seek judicial interpretation is in the court. Because parliament is not a court. Parliament, it is not a court. In as much as they operate with their standing orders, their standing orders does not supersede nor override the constitution of Ghana. And they say what they call it on an ex parte motion. And the Supreme Court now say, and I say, per our interpretation, because you say you have declared the seat vacant. According to your electoral laws, no. 3 months before general election, it to be nearby election. According to the electoral laws, 3 months before any general election, you cannot hold a by-election.
Oh, not just
manu da sumuna so. Na se ene na MP baako anansa na nka eye ene na ye ni ajon kuma yakobon fa ne crazy e no to fe ma anka ye ntumi nya by election waje so.
Okay.
Yeah, because
that's a merena ben general election.
Exactly, if you ntumi nya by election so nka a Jesus seat to be vacant till the next parliament.
Oh.
Yes, that is the law.
Kwakwe inti se etiefo beti wasa na ka sese ya speaker a declare sa for city no na ka che se won ye adwuma ma won mother parties bill.
So you are saying that those 4 constituencies do not have representation in parliament. That's what you are saying.
Internet say we independence and we independent.
There be one parliament who can say to declare it vacant. It's more parliament credium.
Oh.
And then come on. Also, we declare it vacant. So those people don't exist any longer in the scheme of things as parliamentarians.
That is one few one coffee.
That's all. They should just vacate. They should vacate parliament.
Hey.
No one came yet to abandon December. Now was swear in January next year. And don't now to me we need 1 seat. Then they can come back to parliament. But for now, 1 seat is vacant. Until like Binumureka say oh yeah mathematics no sana. And after majority no abedi one side. And then come on.
Entina ye wura mutaka. Ose parliament no enya himfie. Say ahimfi dia. Ene nana timi ya ne opa biara. Nanso haide mmara na wodi ye adwuma. Intina say speaker of parliament. That is oya dan ho titrintintin. And
it is surprising that he has been in parliament since 1992. Since he started here for Republican Democratic Dispensation. But back from 92 no count.
You.
And on any first, so the oldest parliamentarian to become speaker, one. And already starting. Into what they call Supreme Court.
For interpretation.
For interpretation. And the Supreme Court has ruled. Up to now, Bagbin and Kasa. Yentina no asim. And from what I have picked up from Parliament, both sides, yen side, any one side no. One part say, Edana Bagbin, Eka Assembly Pono. When declare say minority, abedani majority, na majority acquired minority. Ono ne dino can say, I have declared the seat vacant. It's near majority, then Kofono Greka say, one no abedani majority. And you want some say one woman and wareka. I guess you can catch it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
They are saying that because the speaker has declared 4 seats vacant, why are mathematics now? One day no every 136 about 137 about 136. And I didn't know they know every 137 about 135.
That's the one away majority.
That is what they are telling themselves. Without the speaker declaring it so. And I want to believe, you see, I don't know, common sensically, if you want, you think that Bagbin didn't know that the MPP will go to court? No, you think that Bagbin didn't know?
Only Papa.
And who doesn't know say Bagbin is NDC ni? And yet Bagbin and I read to a band man as speaker. Obikofa ballot paper and I said
you.
And yet Bagbin here.
You.
So from day one, you say Bagbin NDC. Until say, oh yeah, NDC, so yeah, NDC ni, and NDC for, and the MPP for Baku me no be at that voting. What's what they I mean from what to man no, and it's all they say one vote a winning speakership. Referees cry what that match in team or middle, and no, takwa. Mediama for na and Crawford be bomb match for takwa. Hotel and Ame wanna referees every crime or Babe referee match. No, it's really the football as them want them and the Copa Arsenal Saturday I did a toy ni yena Bournemouth for and a referee Bakonoka say Arsenal is my team. What that referee did is unprofessional. And I'm saying you referee, you support Arsenal and also. So the referees are human beings like us.
That's right.
Human beings like us.
Well, good. Say electoral commissioner across all to about.
Good. So Bagbin is NDC. He's NDC. He's NDC.
And he will remain NDC.
He will remain NDC. So and he's a human being. Say small space biaba. Na me de mepe ebe to be the bibia to ho. Ama ediabo amen crofona. Adena menye.
You.
It's my knowing very well, say, my ruling cannot be final. But to satisfy my party people, now, Tinebi Obi and Kazami Bagbin be speaker no. Man, yes, I deal with a mammy party to my. But be here, no be say there. Court battle wo.
Ni baby beko ho. Okay.
Wo ko ho na court ni rule a. Ochina ko NDC meeting he na no juma ka jam say me manya majuma yi.
You.
Me ye majuma.
Na mo
na sa court no.
Emre nchekire mu na aba.
Sa court no. E na court na bu egu. Enti mu fa mo anibre enko dan court no. Ni enti mi fan for politics ni so say Supreme Court re MPP politics.
Na say only the
nanu ye wo ha. And a court ruling say, I took force in the case. I took force a dinkunim. Oh, say that panic case.
I know the name, Papa.
Oh, say So why? When it suits you, so when it suits the devil, he quotes the Bible. And it is said, when it suits the devil, he quotes the Bible. It is written. About no. And I can so Jesus Christ so at the kingdom say it is written. Tell him say it is written. Me too, I'm telling you that it is written. when he shoots the devil, he quotes the Bible. That it is written, say, oh, Yanyakupo neba. Who refrees, poison, echo fema. Obema soro abofo abeso mu nti wonfa won nan it would agree. Saba yi nyina we are see nyina mede wo ye na mepe a
mede ni nyina shawansa
and ono so can say it is written. The only say it is written be wo so make say I put it to you in the court asem na e ka no. And I used to catch about that. I put it to you.
That is
written. That man cannot live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Lord. And in Timothy, it is written that Japa can get judgment. It is written that forcing can get judgment. And then people work Supreme Court and also work at it is written that the Supreme Court can give interpretation to the Constitution. So tomorrow they say they are going to go and they will go and sit on the side of the majority. Let's go and see it because obviously the majority has gotten a ruling from the Supreme Court.
An clearance.
And see, after mark in Beja in seat, Amawo at the first work senator.
NC.
It's a monko. And they say, NC, but Asia. Say you will be a TV soup.
Yo, Namibia.
Parliament, our record.
Yo.
One bring more Parliament or China. Here, Sasana Bebanana. One banking, one coming, but by this time, at the point, say, no, be a warm up, a training.
You.
Aha, Obiango, Jim, no go training.
Jack Chan.
Aha! Chanton can do now. One crop, no. Kill Ali Blowman.
You.
Now, when you hear na Chrome cry again, you get TV or Parliament, you get any hold in Parliament. Don't know any obey. At the end of the day, it's a walk on top of Parliament. It doesn't stop the economy from running.
David.
And get doctor phone work or strike. And get ECG phone work or strike. And your driver phone work or strike. Yan ye to abama. It is over Parliament hall. China Koku or any matter. Koku any matter. And they should go back to their constituents and go and seek re-election. That is up to them. But the point we are making is why does Parliament and America say, I can tell you on authority. Like, look, I've spoken to some NDC MPs, and they are not happy with what. In fact, a few minutes ago, Baku Kachem is Koku, out of 137 MPs, I can tell it's only about 7 of our colleagues who are making their noise. The remaining 130, are you seeing us? Where are our constituencies working?
Wow, look at this.
Yes, where are our constituencies working? It is tomorrow that if Parliament is sitting, you will see us there. But for now, that press conference they say they held on Sunday, how many people did you see at the press conference? Most of us are in our constituencies. Thinking about our victory. So matter. Ochina and Ebewu killer ni Bluman.
Not just Ochina, if you wouldn't do a Kramobetu.
Thank you. Sebe anuhu se wanu yehu and they did the software. Anka preko ye popo room.
So no na wa.
Thank you.
Anka
preko the pop.
Anka rumpo wa bokra ka ba ye wotwe.
Na kanya pro Benedict the pop. Anka preko no the pop.
Preko no di ho.
I'm telling you Vatican.
So yanu no.
Nanu yehu. Exactly. It is sebe enye anuhu and ye bokra ka. Enti ni awon pe kana bonten awode ye propaganda and e be say ye mpini and na ye den what do Parliament or China no ko e be masem no wo. And then you have the marshals of Parliament, our Parliament police for also the one no marshals.
O min put menya nti so China mere ma be ko ho memma ma be ko ho.
Na me ka say sebe obegbede kese ye no na famari afubale ne jona nano Koku anase monkey ono no wo kwaye mu a na before the ne kramen efrifie na kramen na bakwaye no wa be kire no abra Edua bi awo kwai de wode wait me anya edua bi am pom awo nam pem na krama ya bete wa aba bere kese ye no na fama ye avuvale na jone enti mo ye sa dede isa and what will happen the basic na the Republic of Ghana aya to Obama ebinum say they are in charge of the state what they want bomb mine who buy and America say anopai yen side 137 obi amami inside information say out of the 137 it's only about 7 people who are doing what they are doing.
Oh, ni person pen 100 and then no. Good.
It is a the parliament. Of course, say when you know what vote into every Ochina would do parliament. Say cameras for
you.
Into one say na also one yeah Libya. Obeka say na we do that no. No I call constituency wako catch them no say. One you know, ono e Judas mamu to abama no. Into there Ochina ubehu hanya kakere bi wo.
You.
Ah what the party? What the party in the middle of hanya kakre bi wo but beyond that to kwakya komani mo enye obi na support that but I am saying say ebidum kita Supreme Court and let me say ene Monday because Friday and the Supreme Court bu atenga and I went to me and service speakers on Friday now then no pay ya we service speaker to the clerk of parliament.
Speaker chere say wo mra no this a Jordan kwa na obetimi aserve no.
Thank you. Inti ene Jordan. Wo be serve clerk of parliament.
Mprempo e kwadadada.
Thank them sir. Inti there na speaker oko na doli ene crowd na obeba parliament.
Obeba na de na chi.
I didn't count. Inti answer na ube robu. Where the winning sebeti na wa kunga mo tena no na wo de ade na kire wo ade na it is speaker omra no men kan kire say onu speaker no on for Supreme Court decision no enye adwuma nti wo mbongo nti MDC fo won sorry court na ha na MPP fo won sorry free and court na ha na de be see wo parliament na me de come in kwa na nka wa lock pon nyina.
Or something I go to Koku.
That I come in kwa nanka ne a local puni na one parliamentarians no one ka parliament ho. Survival of the fittest. Last man standing.
And yen two on prum.
Not after last man standing.
No what queen no bra.
Last man standing no capacity no. Last man standing.
Oh God.
Seven democracy ne do no. Until last man standing. Say we don't see one first Supreme Court ruling in here juma.
You say
one last man standing.
But I hope say Ochina there will be honorable.
No, I mean say let me say here in common but the point we are making is we won't get there. I don't believe we will get there.
I hope that tomorrow there will be honorable people.
The point I'm making is we cannot be in a banana republic. We cannot be in a society without laws. So the laws of the land will work. And I believe that tomorrow the speaker will rule at the beginning of sitting and state it categorically that honorable members, pursuant to so and so, I have been served, for which reason the Supreme Court has stayed my ruling. And you wait and see. At the end of the day, I believe that sanity will prevail.
So,
but something I heard this morning, which disturbs me a lot. And they say, Mahama Yarega, honestly a lawyer.
Boku
Central. Interview via Oma Joy. Nankasa meba papa or interview no Joy. Okay, Sandy, and I'm very disturbed. Also, the Supreme Court judges are not knowledgeable.
Ebi.
Oh yes, and that if they were knowledgeable, they wouldn't have given the ruling that they gave. Mahama Ayariga, you are my brother. You are my friend. You are a lawyer.
Koku,
I am not a lawyer.
is that not an indictment?
It is not only an indictment. It is an insult. It's an affront. It's not an indictment. Actually, there's a difference between indictment and affront. This is an affront to the Supreme Court of the Republic of Ghana. SCJ, Equia, what not Equia, get to talk on. She presided herself. So when you sit down as a lawyer, a member of the bar, enrolled by the General Legal Council, and you sit and you exhibit so much disrespect towards the Supreme Court of the Republic of Ghana, you disdain your own profession. If he's not careful, the disciplinary committee of the General Legal Council will invite him for hearing. And if in our year, Dominicani, of course, Supreme Court after the Okopacho, and up to now, Yantin in Kevium. Because every profession will not take it lightly when a member of the profession is the one who seeks to disdain the profession. And if you are not one of us, and it's out of ignorance, okay, BB, I had a better. But when you are one of us,
lawyer, and
you are not ignorant of the law, but because of petty, partisan, political, parochial reasons, you decide willfully to disdain the profession. The profession will disdain you first. And if you're not careful, they will disdain you and disown you first. That is why you have the General Legal Council, which enrolls lawyers. And at any point in time when they think that your acts and your actions and your utterances are in contravention with the ethics of the profession, they can take your name off the register of lawyers.
And invoke your license.
Of course. I said, I'm saying, yeah, you want your PR license. When they don't know the full facts of the matter. It is a sebe, what the lawyer back license are for illegal and unlawful conduct. Does it mean that we should collapse the whole legal profession?
David.
So, Kalam say, I'm not to be a wrong thing, sir. Does that mean that we should collapse the whole small-scale mining sector when people are doing responsible mining? So this is where Ayariga is. I heard him myself this morning. No, just 2 weeks ago, Sam George, also or the Koku Supreme Court premises, what did the Supreme Court justices attempt? They wanted to invade the court. And he said the Association of Judges and Magistrates, a year press conference. I can't say, but maybe we remember our recent history when judges were attacked, intimidated. That recent history, their history. NDC for PNDC for your history. And I say AFRC history. 3 high court judges. Kofi Antoata, in the year one. And he said, Mofaibu, yes, yes, I did. Na eribie krobiso
you.
Because at the end of the day, we got an astute lawyer, a legal luminary, a law professor. Obedi yeni enonya to be mine. So over the years, we have tried to build bridges with the legal fraternity. Unfortunately, under John Dramani Mahama, all the bridges that President Mills built, John Mahama has succeeded in burning all the bridges. So where do we go from here?
Koku, yana for listening yanko Amenfi Central.
And I didn't see Amenfi Central.
Amenfi Central.
Amenfi Central. MP no akano so can independent. Oh yeah MP are correct for independent.
You. Na a demonstration be akoso ho.
Dabe.
Nane 4 days. Say one prima electoral commission and be conduct election be our December 7th.
Aden.
Esan Ghana Asha 1 na yamma wanko parliament ntinu ya dia wo bepene nti nene.
Oh, but yeah, that one. So we are coming back to the same conversation. I am running. I am running the and the commission going by what is in our law books has declared that somebody has been disqualified. Ballot papers, you are comprehensive. It is some movement on 7th December, we're to a bar. Then the law will deal with you.
No, the
law will deal with you. So, and it is not a way. Some of these things matter. A guy, what's not do the change, what's not get here? The American Yawu, the American Yawu. Hey, the American Yawu, I did see, you know. A guy, I'll say, maintenance in your hand. When you do about one advance notice. It's me buy no security for Ufianano. Me buy no. They are there. Some me pay me no monko. And I say me who omuna. E jam who said that be there way and that 70. Who they jacking? Who they say? They been sent you.
You know what's a makauti?
Exactly, and I'm here. You can. I'm a call. So as for this noise, as for the noise, they can make it. Why? They are allowed. But when the D-Day comes, let's see if they'll be able to stop the election from taking place. So I'm coming away now. Who could do? Who come up? It will be pointless because. Why? For now, they have a right to gather and they have a right to speak. But when the time comes, let's see whether they will be able to stop the election management body from running an election in the constituency. So as for that one, who didn't come up here?